Half a day, my name is Tori Manley, and I will be talking about Sea Grant at the University of Guam for support request. The University of Guam's Sea Grant mission is to apply its research into programs, educational activities, and outreach to sustain island environments. Sea Grant's mission also integrates island peoples' knowledge and cultural perspectives alongside its research and science-based solutions. Sea Grant envisions a future where people live, work, and play along its coasts in harmony with natural resources that attract and sustain these people. Recreational and commercial use of coastal resources present challenges to maintaining Guam's ecosystems and health. Coastal resources include, but are not limited to, watersheds, beaches, reefs, and open oceans. UOG Sea Grant addresses issues posing ecosystem challenges through research, education, and outreach. Sea Grant addresses issues posing ecosystem challenges through research, education, and outreach. Common and overlooked issues create challenges for our ecosystems. Many community members, stakeholders, and governmental agencies have been desensitized to these realities, such as environmental degradation, plastic pollution, erosion, off-roading, overfishing, badlands washing up into the sea, invasive species taking niche of native plants, and a lack of education availability about environmental topics that have direct impacts of how the people on Guam live. For examples, someone's hobby could be off-roading. The practice of unsustainable off-roading can cause vegetation to die off from a large vehicle smothering the vegetation. The soil the vegetation was holding is exposed to the elements. Rainfall occurs, and these exposed sediments wash down from the mountaintop and clog the watersheds. The sediments also find its way to the ocean and blanket the marine life, such as corals. The indirect impact of off-roading caused erosion, in turn caused harms to corals and other marine life. Because of the dieback of marine life, the fishermen that rely on the coastal ecosystem to sustain their business and family is negatively impacted. Other environmental degradations that pose a problem to the coastal ecosystem is the burning of trash. Burning trash, as well as illegal dumping, is a quick way for people that can't afford proper trash disposal to deal with their waste. Many individuals resort to throwing their waste into Guam's natural environment. The single-use plastics, chemicals, and other waste also impact coastal and marine ecosystems. Many businesses, such as the hospitality or tourism industry, heavily rely on healthy coastal and marine ecosystems for off-island visitors. If these ecosystems are not healthy, managed, and sustainably utilized, Guam's largest industry could be plagued with a reduction of revenue. Interactions between education, ecosystems, and systematically marginalized communities are essential to study to better create an environmentally literate society. As development intensifies along the coast, human-related activities are leading to the degradation of water quality and quantity, as well as watershed health, coral reefs, fisheries, resilience to climate change, and a host of other challenges that must be understood and addressed to restore and maintain healthy ecosystems. Development and human-related activities can severely impact underrepresented communities. Guam's sustainable development, management, and prosperous economy rely on individuals who are knowledgeable about their direct impact to the environment and what they can do to promote their positive impact on the island society. At the bottom right photo, Dr. Laurie Raimundo of the University of Guam Marine Lab and her team work on restoring Guam's coral reefs. They have been seeing great stress recently in the face of many factors, including climate change. The coral habitats grow in these colonies are known to be great for fish and the overall health of the reefs. Sea Grant's goal is to understand what types of outreach, informal education, and communication are most effective in increasing stewardship of natural resources and ecosystems among community members. Many residents of Guam have little to no education about environmentalism. In addition, Sea Grant has to understand which groups of community members would greatly benefit from the outreach of sustainability. Creating an island where environmentalism and sustainability is common knowledge is a solution that can be applied to its residents. Environmental common knowledge can be beneficial and will normalize pro-environment restoration and conservation behaviors. This will create a sustainable island for development and culture. On the top right photo, participants went to the south in Malolo on July 2022 and planted over 1,680 tree saplings during the first day of the Grow in Malolo initiative. The Grow in Malolo initiative is a three-part community tree planting event. The Guam Restoration of Watersheds, or GROW, aim to decrease soil erosion and sedimentation on downstream coral reefs by reforesting areas such as southern Guam. Southern Guam often experiences accelerated erosion due to poor land use practices, and trees that were planted during the event included savanna plants such as acacia, lada, or locally known as noni, and avocado. This event was made in partnership with the Guam Department of Agriculture, Forestry, and Soil Resources Division. On the bottom right photo, the UOG Center of Island Sustainability and Sea Grant have been working to develop aquaculture opportunities on Guam. Sea Grant's aquaculture team recently set up the first community aquaculture system at the Island Grow Power in the village of Dededo. Sea Grant's aquaculture experts have held training sessions with stakeholders and partners. Sea Grant plans to set up aquaculture systems at a variety of community centers and nonprofit organizations. Some solutions Sea Grant does include active partnerships with their existing stakeholders. I think publishing the positive effects of Sea Grant is important. Sea Grant has existing partnerships with many companies, nonprofits, governmental entities, businesses, and academic organizations. If more of Sea Grant's partners utilize social media and other platforms of communication to the world to showcase their partnership, it could be good publicity for Sea Grant and their partners. A wonderful and fun idea would be a social media campaign that challenges our partners, Sea Grant's partners, to contribute either money or services that can help Sea Grant reach more community members about sustainability. Another way Sea Grant works towards sustainability is through G3, or Guam Green Growth Workforce Development. G3 Workforce Development Program prepares our community for the emerging green economy. G3 is made up of 12 core members for a 5-month workforce development program in sustainability. The G3 Conservation Corps learns skills and technical trainings involving sustainability, such as, but not limited to, agriculture, aquaculture, circular economy, zero waste, ocean conservation, invasive species management, energy conservation, renewable energy, watershed restoration, reforestation, and finally, island beautification. I think having a larger and more diverse workforce development program could speed up the technical knowledge and training Guam's workforce needs to propel a growing green economy. Another potential solution that can be advanced further with the help of partnership is the creation of projects that normalize environmental education in school. Sea Grant's program and making Sea Grant's programs needs to be the bridge between scientific knowledge and educational support. Sea Grant needs a baseline of educational resources that is up to date with Guam's policies concerning fishing laws, recycling services, and services that is offered to the community, and businesses that support sustainability. Another solution would be to utilize community members and other stakeholders as resource connections. Sea Grant could talk to businesses and organizations as speakers for educational purposes about Sea Grant's programs. For example, maybe there are some parents at companies that Sea Grant talks to, and Sea Grant can and the partners at the companies of Sea Grant's organizational partners can request an outreach event at their children's schools or connect Sea Grant to other local resources. Many people need tailored and more personal approach to connect what they care about and Sea Grant programs towards sustainability. In order for Sea Grant to measure the progress of the work, they need to understand the data of their work. The data of their work will further their efforts as to what solutions work and how to further Sea Grant's mission. In the photo, the Conservation Corps worked with Department of Agriculture, Forestry to remove the invasive bamboo at Asolonso River in Inalahan. The following week, they made their own products out of bamboo stalks at the Guam Green Growth Makerspace and Innovation Hub. UOG Sea Grant's mission is to integrate and apply research, extension, and educational activities to sustain and develop island environments while integrating knowledge and cultural perspectives of island people. In the photo, Sea Grant's director, Dr. Austin Shelton, talks during their stakeholders meeting. Sea Grant meets with stakeholders for their input from community members and advisory boards as they prepare for another year of continuing and or new projects. Sea Grant needs partnership support, opportunities for community outreach, and collaboration on science-based learning materials. Sea Grant is able to do the work and tell the community about its sustainability and environmental stewardship. However, they also need help creating content on social media, posters, and easy ways the community can get involved. A fantastic example for opportunities for partners and communities is sharing media by Sea Grant as to what individuals can do to further sustainability on Guam. Sea Grant utilized social media platforms to educate the community on individual action and how we can do our part towards sustainability. I intend to research if there is any correlation between healthy ecosystem and the population of the island's health. I also plan to research where Guam's status is concerning restoration and health and how we can close the gaps of systematic issues. I intend to research more on developing and sharing scientific understanding, decision support tools, technologies, and approaches to protect and restore ecosystems. And finally, I intend to do more research on how community members, stakeholders can sustain the habit, the biodiversity, and the abundance of coastal ecosystems, fish, wildlife, and plants. Thank you so much for listening to my Sea Grant University of Guam presentation, Sizo'os Ma'asi, meaning thank you. My name is Tori Manley, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach me at my student email at vmanley20@unity.edu. Thank you so much, and have a great day.